Toby here, covering more Goofs for you guys. Guys, we are back to the first season, as said last week. Don't forget that poll from last week. I'll remind you again after this, in case you missed the last episode. Anyway, this week, dirty objects, or James in a mess, as we call it in the US. Let's get some tar and lather it all over a perfect engine. Right about now. Yeah!
Toby and Henrietta are enjoying their new job on the island of Sodor, but they do look old-fashioned and need new paint. James was very rude whenever he saw them.
I think James's eyes were jittering.
What dirty objects, he would say. At last, Toby lost patience. James, he asked, why are you red? I am a splendid engine.
If you're a splendid engine, then why do you have a bigger right eye gap than your left?
Said James, ready for anything. You never see my paint dirty.
Also, what happened to you? Half of your eyebrow as well.
Oh, said Toby.
Hold on. There's another goof. You really thought I missed the other goof?
Last, Toby lost patience.
Yeah, apparently Toby was missing his eyebrows as well. Also, his faceplate looks chipped on the bottom right corner on your screen, but to his view, it's the bottom left.
He asked, why? You never see my...
And the eyebrows reappear.
Oh, said Toby innocently, that's why you once needed bootlaces.
Somehow they got it fixed. What a shock. Because Toby had no eyebrows in the previous scene, and in the bottom right corner got chipped. Of his face, technically.
You'll be ready, I suppose.
Also, do we have a window issue? It's been that way, I think.
James went redder than ever and snorted off. It was such an insult to be reminded of the time a bootlace had been used to mend a hole in his coaches.
It's also an insult to know that the brake coach is actually correct, but in the next scene, it actually ends up in the middle.
At the end of the line, James left his coaches and got ready for his next train. It was a slow goods, stopping at every station to pick up and set down trucks. James hated slow goods trains. Dirty trucks from dirty sidings.
Wait a minute. I noticed something different. Oh, there's another goof. James's whistle's crooked. It's actually turned to a different direction. It's supposed to be facing forward, not sideways.
Trucks from dirty sidings. Blah! Starting with only a few, he picked up more and more trucks at each station, till he had a long train. At first, the trucks behaved well, but James bumped them so crossly that they were determined to pay him back.
We have a wire. Probably hard to see, but only experts can get this one.
Presently, they approached the top of Gordon's Hill. Heavy goods.
I should also mention this. Wait, is this I think this is archive footage from the Foolish Freight Cars, I think, or Troublesome Truck, or James and the Troublesome Trucks.
Halted to pin down their brakes. James had had an accident with trucks before and should have remembered this. Wait, James, wait, said the driver, but James wouldn't wait. He was too busy thinking what he would say to Toby when they next met. The truck's chance had come. Hurrah!
Hold Hold on.
Toby when they next met.
Yep, the ground is sinking again. The same as Edward and Gordon.
The truck's chance had come. Hurrah, hurrah, they laughed, and banging their buffers, they pushed him down the hill. On.
Wow, wow, wow. Hold the phone, guys.
Down the hill.
I think they repositioned him. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a weird goof. Oof. They positioned him, I think, and then they started him abruptly. He's going pretty fast.
On, yelled the trucks. I've got to stop. I've got to stop.
He's going really fast, but now he's at a slower pace.
Oh, James.
Also, I also noticed that one truck from the very beginning was not in this load. Oh, there was a drape over it containing a bigger load, but now it's not there. And there's no face on the line at all. So that car must have disappeared.
Station, they thundered. Disaster.
Now, pay attention. We just saw James go through the station.
Ahead.
But he's nowhere to be seen in this scene. And the next goof's gonna get you. Ah, yes. The infamous hand goof. You can't see it on my end, but there was a hand colliding James into the tar wagons. And then everyone knows. Oh, said they saw a hand, so I'm just gonna give it to him. Also, I think that shovel would have been banged up. How is it still in place?
Something sticky splashed all over James. He had run into 2 tar wagons and was black from smoke box to cab. He was more dirty than hurt, but the tar wagons and some trucks were all to pieces. Toby and Percy were sent to help and came as quickly as they could. Look here, Percy.
Yeah, look here. Here, Toby has a very weird divot in his left eye.
Toby, whatever is that dirty object? That's James, didn't you know? It's James's shape, said Toby. But James is a splendid red engine, and you never see his paint dirty. James pretended he hadn't heard.
Hadn't heard about what? The fact that his left eye looks a bit weird here when it comes to gap, yet it was smaller in the beginning.
Toby and Percy cleared away the unhurt trucks and helped James home. The fat controller met them. Well done, Percy and Toby. He turned to James. Fancy letting your trucks run away. I am surprised.
I'm also surprised to see that the fat controller actually has a hole in his chin. Also, the blue workman next to him actually has sticky tack under him.
Fit to be seen, you must be cleaned at once. Toby shall have a new coat of paint. Please, sir, can Henrietta have one too, said Toby.
I should mention Toby's windows were a little off point in the beginning and now at the end.
Certainly, Toby. Oh, thank you, sir. She will be pleased. All James could do was watch Toby as he ran off happily with the news.
Talk about not being fit to be seen, so Top Matt's looking like he can't even face the engine. And that marks the end of the story. Alright, if I missed anything, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Oh, if you really enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, we'll see you guys when we head back into season 2. Ooh, for the next, hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 weeks, I think? Yeah. It's definitely a month and a half. So, yeah. Oh, and also, we can't forget about that poll, guys. It's better late than never, or Pop Goes the Diesel, the trilogy. Also in the comments, if you feel like voting. And anyway, this has been Eric Zubik, signing off for now. Catch you guys when we get back to the next season and the next station. All aboard!